All right, we are live. Second half of today's podcast, Monday, January 26, 2026, MMAOB Daily Podcast. I'm your host, as always, Adam Martin. Big Marcel. Marcel, I got more energy, man. I feel like myself again, which is good. We're gonna preview UFC 325. So back-to-back numbered events. This doesn't happen very often. I'm okay with it. It's cool. And then we have a bunch of fight nights coming up, and then we have another numbered event in March. So no numbered event in February. That's what's happening here. I'm just gonna retweet. I just sent the tweet out, Marcel, so I'll put that up there. Sounds good. Perfect. All right, cool. Yeah, we got a lot to talk about here. We have, I think it's 14 fights on this card, right, Marcel?
Oh, yeah. That's my fault.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. Sorry, what were you saying? I didn't.
Yeah, you said you have 14 cards on the fight.
Okay.
Yeah, 14 cards. Yeah.
Yeah, and we lost. Dustin Jacoby versus Jimmy Crew got removed.
Mm-hmm.
And Jacoby's fighting or Julius Walker next. Is it next week?
Next week. Next week.
Yeah. So he got rebooked pretty quick, which is good for what's his name, for Dustin. So, but we lost that fight. All right, let me get this set up. But overall, your thoughts about this card overall out of 10? What do you think of this card?
Yeah, 5.5. It really seems like a fight night with a title fight and with a couple of road fights put together. You know, there are some fun matchups on it. You know, but there are also some dull ones, I would say. But overall, feels more like a fight night. You know, if they put this fight card on in the US, it's a fight night. You know what I mean? I mean, the co-main event is pretty fun. The fight before that one is pretty fun. The main event, listen, you know I love Diego Lopes, but I don't think this should have been the title fight. And the card is kind of depleted, and maybe not even, but with the road fights, because they are not even legit UFC fights. They're really road fights, you know. So they can be fun. Don't get me wrong, but yeah. Let's see. Maybe listen. My expectations are pretty low, so let's hope they will go through the roof after Saturday. You know, I'm just honest.
Yeah, no, that's totally fair. I think it's an okay card. I would say I think this card might actually turn out better than the last one, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
But on paper, it's probably a 6. I think personally, but I think it could be like a 7 or an 8. I think it could be. So we'll see. Because there was a lot of fights that, like, you know, especially these early fights, the road fights. They could turn out good. I mean, they could actually turn out good. All right, let's get some comments. Have you guys been to Australia? I haven't. I'd love to go though one day. That's kind of on the bucket list.
I haven't, and I prefer not to go.
Fair enough. It's far.
I think not that. I think Australia is beautiful, but way too many crazy animals over there with
kangaroos.
I mean, no, not kangaroos. Like massive spiders, real weird.
Oh yeah, I know. And the toilet goes backwards too, right?
Yeah, and poisonous creatures over there.
Snakes and stuff, for
sure.
Mr. Nice Guy, what's up? Seamus, what's up? Yeah, I hope the Oban doesn't get sick. Hopefully he got there early this time or something. I was thinking the last one, do you think Justin will have the respect? I don't think so, because he hasn't won an actual belt. I mean, the interim title is nice, but it's not a real it's a real belt, but it's not the undisputed title. So I don't think so, personally. Yeah, it's good for Volk. I mean, who knows? Like, depending on how this goes, it might be the last fight that he has. You know, because he's getting older. I mean, not that he can't fight, but if he gets knocked out again, I mean, it won't look good. All right, let's get going on this card, Marcel. And yeah, we'll start with the prelims, work our way up. And okay, so as far as the prelims go, I listened. Did you listen to the pronunciations?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. So I'm going to try my best, because I did listen to them, because some of them are a little tricky. But let's go through these fights. Pull up the odds from Fight Odds. Thankfully, last night they put up the odds for these fights, Marcel, because we didn't have them up until last night. So we have odds for this. So let's start with the first fight here, guys. We have one sec, let me pull this up. We have
flyweight.
Yeah, we have the flyweight championship for Road to UFC between Aaron. Is it Toe, right?
Aaron Toe.
I thought it was Tao, but it's Toe. It's Aaron Toe against Namsrai Batbayar.
Batbayar, yeah.
He's the favorite, minus 125. Toe plus 105. You want to start?
Yeah. So the thing is, the UFC absolutely wants Aaron Toe in the UFC. You know, he's a guy. He's a character. You know, if you look at him, he got that crazy Maori kind of tattoo over here. You know, they want him in the UFC badly. You know, so they tried to get him in the UFC through Contender Series. He lost to Elijah Smith. Now they're trying to Road. It's actually funny how many Australians are on Road to UFC. You know, while it's based as an Asian kind of thing. Australia is not Asia, it's Oceania, you know, so it's kind of weird. And then they also make these fights in Australia at the finale, you know. It's a good fight, I think. You know, the thing is, like, I'm really tempted to pick Aaron Toe here because I think he can win. But the thing is, Batbayar has been really good, man, what I've seen so far. And I think he's the rightful favorite here. So I'm picking Batbayar by, I don't think he wins by stoppage or goal by decision. But Toe can surprise, you know, because he has the ability to surprise, I think, here. I'm going with Batbayar, but I wouldn't be surprised if Toe wins.
Yeah, so I think this is a really good fight, actually.
Yeah.
I really like this fight. This is
Me
a
too.
fun fight. Again, I didn't know a lot about Batbayar until I watched the tape.
Yeah.
Dude, he looked great. I mean, he looked great.
He's fun. Yeah.
The knockout was nasty, and then the submission too. The guy's got really big power for this division. He's really young. He's 25 years old. He's good. And Toe looked good too. Toe had he had that fight against Elijah Smith on Contender, which was a fun fight, and then had 2 wins in Road. So he looked really good. So I just thought before I watched the tape I'm like, I guess Toe, I'm like, because he's good. But then I watched Batbayar and I was really impressed. I got to be honest. I was really, really impressed with this guy, man. I thought he looked really good. I think he's a great prospect, dude. I hope I'm right. I got to go with Batbayar. Minus 125. I mean, I like him here. I really like him here. And
how do you think he wins? Because he never won by decision before.
I don't know. That's the thing, because Toe's tough. So that's the thing. Because if he doesn't knock him out, then it's going to get interesting. Because Toe probably has the better cardio, you would think. But I think he can knock him out. I honestly think he can knock him out. So, what do you think?
It's
hard, right?
About Lazy's comment, Toes, Quentin Tarantino. I have to think about Salma Hayek. Yeah, I'm going with the decision because I think Toe is too
He's durable.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
he has a good chin. He's got a good chin. He's like, I think both guys will get in the UFC. Actually, I think this is a really good fight.
They want to have Toe in the UFC. They're trying for a long time already. So yeah.
Let's go to the next fight here. We have another road final, and this one is in the bantamweight division between Sulangrangbo against Lawrence Louis. And Sulangrangbo is Suma Darji's cousin. Did you know that?
No, but now I know.
It's his, well, yeah, you could. The name is it's his cousin. So, again, I didn't know anything about either of these guys. I'll be honest, because I didn't watch as much as I want to watch these road cards when they're live. I honestly didn't watch them. I just watched the Bruno Brazil and Tumen Demba. That's it. Yeah, but so let's start with these guys. Odds for this one really quick. Sulangrangbo minus 240 and plus 200 on Lawrence Louis. Lawrence, he had a really nice knockout in his last fight. Also had a decision win, so he looked really good on road. But again, Sulangrangbo, another guy, dude, I liked him too. I thought he looked really good as well, and I was hoping the odds would be closer in this one. He's really young. He's 20 years old, like Antoine said. He's turning 21 this year. He's super, super young. He's huge for this division as well. He's like really tall and long, big power. I liked everything I saw, dude. I mean, again, it's, he's not in the UFC yet. It's still early, but another prospect I like. Fun fight. I think this guy wins. I was hoping the odds would be lower, but I like Sulangrangbo. I think him by knockout too. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm also on Sulangrangbo here. I think he wins this fight as well. The funny thing is, Lawrence's last name means in Dutch means lazy. That's actually funny. I'm picking Sulangrangbo here as well. I think he has looked good so far. What I've seen from him, it's really hard to know how he's going to do in the UFC. Like Antoine says, he's just 20 years old. He's very young. But yeah, a big talent, I think. And I'm picking him. I think he wins. I'm picking him by finish as well. Yeah,
I know. I like this fight. Dude, I like the first two fights. This next one is interesting. We have the Aussie Sebastian Szalay, right? Is that how you pronounce it?
Szalay.
So it's close. Taking on Keiichiro Nakamura, which is a pretty cool name. Odds for this one have my distant cousin. I like this one. Get him Marcel. I like that. Odds for this one have is this also close? Sebastian Szalay minus 125, Keiichiro Nakamura plus 105. Personally, of the four, this is the one I'm kind of having the most problems with. So I want to get your thoughts on this one.
It's really difficult to say. Keiichiro has looked pretty good, and he got the win over Li Kai-wan, a guy I'm pretty high on, That was a very good win. If you look at Sebastian Szalay, Yeah, he did also pretty well. He got that win over that Bear Gang Delisi that also had that road to UFC. He was at the finale. I don't know against who anymore. It was against Yizha, I don't know. But he lost the finale back then when he fought it. And he got a good knockout win last time, a quick one. Listen, it's actually crazy. I'm going again against the Anzac guy. I'm going with Keiichiro Nakamura here.
Okay, so you're taking a dog. Hit the button then. You have a dog.
Okay.
Guess what, dude? Guess what? I have a consensus dog. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah,
I actually thought both guys looked good. Szalay, he had a really good finish in his second fight, and then the first fight he kind of outstruck the dude. But Keiichiro Nakamura, to me, like, again, I think he's got the higher ceiling here, dude.
I agree.
That knee he landed in the first fight was fucking nasty, and then the second fight, like you said, he just like basically sprawled and brawled his way away, and his striking looked really good. Yeah, I was just curious what you thought, but we have the same thoughts. I'm taking him by decision. What do you think?
Me too. I also have my decision.
Good. So we have the same pick on this one. So we have a consensus dog here on the road to UFC, which is awesome. All right, let's go to the next fight here. We have the last road to UFC fight. Don Fan taking on Sangwook Kim. And
Frogman.
Yeah, Frogman versus Street Buddha, which is two awesome nicknames.
Yeah.
Don Fan minus 180, Sangwook Kim plus 155. I agree with the odds here. I think Don Fan wins this fight. Now, of the four fights and the four prospects, this is the one I'm least excited about, just because, and I'm not saying I'm against grappling, but I think he's just going to lead on his wrestling in this fight. Like, I think it's going to be his takedown city. For what I saw with this guy, he just likes to take his fights to the ground. He likes to grind his opponents out. He's really good at controlling guys on the ground. He had a lot of control time in both his fights. 10 minutes the second fight, 8 the first fight. So that's what I see happening here, dude. I mean, I don't think Kim's going to be able to stop the takedown. Kim does have a lot of experience in road. He's looked good. He has 3 finishes. If either guy's going to get a finish, it's probably Kim. But I think it's taken down Marcel and just grind it out, and he's going to lose a decision. So Don Fan by decision. I feel pretty confident in this one. What do you think?
Do you know what the word "dom" means in Dutch?
No.
That's why I never say Dom Cruz or Dom Reyes. I always say Dominic. Dom means stupid.
I was going to say Dom means dumb.
Yeah, Dom means dumb, stupid. Yeah. So, actually it means dumb. Yeah, dumb means dumb. It's actually fun. Yeah, now I'm thinking about it. I didn't even make the connection. I'm stupid here. I'm dumb. But, I also think Don Fan is going to win here. He's pretty decent. I don't think he's super flashy or whatever, but I'm taking Street Buddha here. So he's the only Anzac guy I'm going to pick. But, I'm picking him by decision probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have the same pick. Okay, we have the same picks, which is interesting.
For all four. So
I'm surprised. I got to be honest with you. I'm surprised. I had no idea what you were going to pick. We didn't talk about these fights at all. Let's go to the next fight here. We have the first fight on the of the actual UFC fights. We got Yizha. It's Yizha, right? Yizha.
Yeah.
I listened to the friend. It's
Yizha.
Yizha.
Yeah.
Yizha, not Jaw, which I thought it was, but it's Jaw. Yizha taking on Kaan Ofli, Genghis Kaan Ofli. Odds for this one, Yizha is the favorite, minus 205. Kaan Ofli plus 175. I'm gonna take Yizha. I do like this guy. I think I watched his fights back on road. Dude, he looked awesome in road. UFC. Okay, Weston Wilson, I mean, I don't really put too much stock in that win, honestly. The fight with Gabriel Santos, though, I mean, he went the distance with the guy I think is really good. So I think there's something to take away from that. But I do see holes in this guy's game. I mean, the takedown defense isn't great. He can get pieced up on the feet. I think there's a possible upset here. I just won't pick it because I'm not high on Kaan Ofli. But he did get that win over Ricardo Homolish his last fight, and it was a nice win. I just don't believe in the guy really. It just wouldn't shock me at the same time if he did pull it off here. So I'll take Yizha to win a decision, Marcel. But yeah, I said it wrong. Yizha to win a decision. But I'm not confident. I mean, I wouldn't bet minus 205 on this guy. What do you think?
Yeah, that's going to be boring for the viewers, but I fully agree with you. I'm also the Chinese dude here. I think he wins. I'm just making it easier for myself. Kaan Ofli had a good win last time against Ramos, but Ramos is super inconsistent, dude, and he's getting finish here and there. Yep. Good win for Ofli, don't get me wrong, but I think Yizha is going to win here, and he didn't look bad against Santos. He clearly lost, but I mean, I rank Santos pretty high. Santos should have won against Lerone Murphy, for example.
Yeah.
And Yizha got a great win over Weston Wilson, which you don't really care about. I know same for me actually, but Yizha is going to win. I'm picking him also by finish. I'm going with a TKO in the second round.
Let's get a couple comments here from Antoine. He said he liked Nakamura. I liked him too.
Mm-hmm.
Road to UFC, I think it's here to stay. And
Yeah.
I think they'll go to other countries maybe potentially too, right? I think they could go to like Thailand. I think they could go to Indonesia potentially, or at least bring guys from those countries, I would say more so. Because right now it looks like it's mostly Japanese fighters, Chinese fighters, and Australian fighters. Would you agree, kind of, from what we've
Mhm.
seen? Yeah. And I think it does serve its purpose. It's kind of like a contender series for like that part of the world. So I think it's good. I do think they should do contender or that maybe they could do a Europe one, a road to
You know,
UFC Europe potentially.
Adam, I said last time,
Yeah.
I'm kind of 50-50 on it. Is it fun that they do it? Yes. But I think they just should do one contender series where
Yeah.
I mean, if you're not good enough and you're from parts of Asia, too bad.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be like selected on where you come from. In my opinion, you should be selected on the quality of your wins and the quality of your fight. But that's my opinion.
That's fair. That's fair. All right, let's go to the next fight here. And this one is it's a rebooking. So the first fight got canceled between Oban Elliott and Jonathan Micallef. Elliott got sick. I think it was from the weight cut. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if that was ever like the reason was given. You'd imagine it was a big weight cut. Obviously flying across from he's from Wales, I think, right? So it's a long flight. I mean, there's no doubt. But we got rebooked. So the first time, I think Micallef was the underdog. Now he's the favorite. He's minus 130 and Oban Elliott plus 110. So odds flipped. I like Jonathan Micallef the first time. I like him again, obviously. I just, listen, I'm down on Oban Elliott right now. I mean, the last fight I get it. Sangwook is good. He's very good. There's no doubt. I know you're going to make a joke about his name and Brendan Fitzgerald. I get it. But listen, it was a bad loss. And I am down on the guy after that. This to me though, I mean, it's more just like I'm down on him, but also I'm high on Micallef. I thought Micallef looked outstanding in his debut, and obviously the contender series, he beat that Canadian guy Muhammad Adu. He looked really good in that fight. I just think he's a solid prospect. And fighting at home here, I like him here a lot. I think he probably wins the decision though because Elliott's tough. So I'll take Micallef by decision. The captain. What do you think? Same pick.
Yeah, same pick.
We don't know who we're going to pick, guys. Remember that we don't talk about these fights before, So.
Yeah, I like Micallef as well. I think he looked really good in his last fight against Kevin Jose. Jose kind of got screwed by the UFC by cutting him, I think. He wasn't that bad at all. Oban Elliott, I think he has looked pretty decent, But, man, this Suckling fight was really bad. And, I mean, maybe it's just one bad fight, it's possible, And maybe he's getting back on Saturday. I hope it for him, But, I got to go Micallef. I think it goes to decision.
Yeah, I think so too. Because Elliott's tough. You can say what you want about the guy. Blake's asking if he can wrestle. I mean, I would say Elliott's probably the better wrestler, but I still think he'll be able to outstrike him. I do. I think he'll be able to strike him. I thought he looked really good on Contender. I thought he looked really good in his debut. So I got to go with the guy. Let's go to the next fight here. We have a middleweight bout, which I think is going to be a really, really shitty fight here between Jacob Malkoun and Torrez Finney. Odds for this one have Malkoun minus 140, plus 120 on Torrez Finney. Hit the button for me. I'm going to take a dog here. I'm going to take a dog. I'm taking Torrez Finney. I expect this fight to absolutely suck. I think it's going to be a snooze fest between two guys that are boring to watch, quite frankly. I think Malkoun, he's very boring too. I know he's had a few finishes, but man, he's boring. Finney obviously is a snooze fest, but I think Finney could take him down and grind him out, dude. Honestly, I think he's just going to take him down, hold him down. The crowd's going to boo. There'll probably be some stand-ups, but this guy, he's going to go for like 20 takedowns here. I'm taking Finney. The odds are close, guys. I mean, the odds actually opened up quite a bit higher, I think. Malkoun opened at minus 250, so they're down to minus 140. So tons of money's coming in on Torrez Finney. I think it's right, honestly. Like, I think it's a close fight, but I think he wins the decision. So boring fight. I'm all looking forward to it, but you got to take the dog value here, Marcel. I don't know about you, but I'm taking Finney by decision.
I'm going the other way around.
Okay, there we go. I finally got a different pick. Finally.
Yeah, I think Malkoun is going to win, and I think Malkoun is going to use the wrestling of Torrez against him. So, I'm going with Malkoun by decision. I think it will be a very boring fight, probably, because both guys are going to want to wrestle. I think Malkoun will be able to win the fight by wrestling. And maybe even finish later in the third round. I wouldn't be surprised.
Maybe. I don't know, man. I just think Malkoun isn't very good, dude, personally. I'm not saying Finney's that good, but his striking does suck. His cardio, I mean, I don't think his cardio is as bad as you're saying, Blake, personally. I mean, the guy could just wrestle for 15 minutes. The amount of wrestling he does, and like Zach said in the comment, like he's training at the academy with Daniel Cormier and all those other guys. So I think that he's going to be ready to go. I think he's going to be ready to go. He has to win this fight to keep his spot on the roster. He loses, he's getting cut. So he's got to win. I think he will win a decision, but it's going to be a really, really shitty fight. I think this fight's going to suck. And I'll just say that right now. That's my prediction of the night. This fight's going to suck. Okay, let's go to the next fight here. A fight that I think should actually be fun. Cam Rowston, the battle giraffe Marcel taking on Cody Brundage, your guy. And odds for this one have Rowston minus 345, Cody Brundage plus 285. I'll say right now the odds seem really high, but it's like hard to trust Cody. I know he's your guy, but I can't trust him, dude. I don't trust Cody Brundage here. He has pulled off some upsets. He's competitive, obviously, with certain fights. He's got, he does have the skill. I mean, Cody's got the skill. He's got submissions. He has some power. He has wrestling, but it's like, to me, he never puts it all together. And like coming off that loss, over Eric McConaughey, terrible fight, terrible performance. Like, I'm not trusting this guy here, especially against Rowston, who I think he's looked really good lately. Obviously, he had a fight with Finney where he got taken down, but when the times he was upstanding, he looked good, and then he had the back-to-back knockouts. Brundage has to wrestle, I think, to win this fight. He might be able to. That's why I wouldn't lay the minus 345. I think it's a little high, but I think Rowston probably knocks him out, personally. He's a big middleweight. I think he probably gets a finish. What do you think?
So first of all, that fight against Eric McConaughey, I think Cody Brundage won that fight, but he didn't got it. So it was not a good fight at all. I agree. Rowston got that great win over Andy Petrosky, which really surprised me how Petrosky fought in that fight. I don't know with Cody here, man. I cannot let
the odds are huge. I can't blame you, really. They're big odds, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a good possibility. He knocks him out, I know there's a possibility. Rowston
really?
Yeah, I think it's definitely a possibility, yeah. I'll go with Cody Brundage.
Whoever Marcel is friends with, he picks.
No, that's not true. But I picked Bo Nickel against Cody Brundage, remember?
That's true. So,
no, I think he has a good chance. I'm not that high on Cam Rowston, dude, to be really honest. And Cody is also not like a third world wonder or whatever, But I think he can match Cam Rowston. I think people are a little bit too high on Rowston since his knockout over Petrosky last time, So I think it's a pretty competitive fight. But
I think it's probably more competitive than the odds. I don't blame you for taking a shot. Does Cody have a new contract? I think. I'm not sure. Or maybe this is the last fight he's doing. I don't know for sure.
Also,
any idea?
No, and also I'm not going to ask him because he's in fight league. So.
He's a nice guy for sure. All right, let's go to the next fight here. Last prelim. This fight, oh God, the fact this is the feature prelim is crazy. Junior Tafa taking on Billy Elekana. Billy's minus 240, Junior's plus 205. I'm not taking Junior Tafa. I'm not taking the Tafa brothers. I'm out on these guys. I'm not picking them ever again. I'm taking Billy Elekana. I think maybe he can finish Junior Tafa by knockout. I think he potentially could. I haven't been super impressed with the guy in the UFC, man, but I think actually you could submit him too. I think this is a good spot for him to get a finish. Over a guy who's just overmatched. I'm thinking Elekana. You know what? What are you thinking?
Listen, if I'm not fat and I'm Billy Elekana, for example, I'm going to grapple with Tafa. Why would you take the risk to walk into a big hook or whatever, Because Tafa has the knockout power to put you away. But he has zero ground game, You saw it in all of his fights. When he gets to the ground, he doesn't know what to do. So, I don't know. Listen, if Billy goes to strike with him, there's a possibility Tafa clips him, At the same time, I think Billy is a little bit smarter. Let's hope he is, And I'm picking Billy here. I think Billy should win. I'm going with a submission, actually. I know he's not really a submission guy, but I think if he gets Tafa to the ground, he can submit him first or second round.
Yeah, it's possible for sure. All right, so submission then? Or knockout? It's tough, right?
The thing is, I think he gets him down. And maybe some ground and pound, but I think the ground and pound would probably be enough. So I'm going with TKO. I'm switching from submission to TKO. Ground and pound. Second
okay.
Round.
All right, I'll take knockout too, but I think you could submit him. Yeah, he's okay. I didn't like his fight with Evil Aslam, but I mean he got the win.
Oh God. Yeah.
But the fight with Kevin Christian was really impressive. That guy's not very good though. All right, first fight in the main card, and we have a blowout here, Marcel, according to the betting odds. Quillan Salkilld, which I spelled his name wrong. Quillan. I spelled it wrong. My God. I put Quinlan. It's Quillan. I hate this guy's fucking name. It's so hard to spell. I know you always get pissed. Quillan Salkilld taking on Jamie Mullarkey. And I mean, this is, minus 800 on Quillan, plus 575 Jamie Mullarkey. First round knockout for Quillan. Mullarkey gets 10 packing for the year. Too bad wrongs you got hurt because that would have been fun. This is an easy pick. This is the easiest pick in the card, right? First round knockout?
Yeah, the fourth ever Australia versus Australia fight in the UFC. Yeah. I mean, this will be number one on my confidence pool pretty much, I mean, Quillan Salkilld, Josh Quillan Salkilld, yeah. Quillan Salkilld is going to win here, man. And I'm picking him also by knockout in the first round.
All right, that's an easy pick. Let's go to the next fight here, which, yeah, I'm actually really curious to hear your guys' thoughts on this fight. So I'll let you know the odds here for this one. Tallison Teixeira taking on Tai Tuivasa. Tallison minus 275, Tai Tuivasa plus 235. You want me to start or you want to start?
I want to start.
Okay.
So this fight, Tai Tuivasa has looked fucking horrible the last couple of times, but he's fighting at home now. And he's fighting a guy in Tallison Teixeira who's fucking big, has fucking power, but also leaves openings. We've seen it in this fight so far. I know he clipped, or he destroyed Justin Tafa, but in this fight with that John Jones dude, that Brazilian guy, he got a little bit tagged in that one, and the guy's not even a heavyweight. And in the Lewis fight, weird ass fight, and he also got clipped there in that fight. So the thing is with Tai Tuivasa, Tai still has a good chin, he can get knocked out, but his chin is still okay, I think,
Yeah.
I think they're gonna go toe to toe, not a lot of grappling, and I think the first guy who hits is probably over, and I think Tai hits harder. I think Tai hits him. It's at home. He knows he needs to win here to probably save his job. He's still in the rankings. Tai knockout first round.
So I've talked about this before. Tai Tuivasa, ever since he entered the UFC, I've got every fight right by him.
Right.
I picked all fights right. Every single one, including his wins and his losses, including some of the close ones like the Blagoy-Ivana fight and the Andrei Arlovski fight. And I've picked them all right, including the Derek Lewis fight too, where he was an underdog. Guess what, dude? Guess what? Hit the fucking button. Let's fucking go. I'm taking him too. Dude, I have to, because the odds are crazy in this fight. This is a heavyweight fight. Two guys that have massive power, and one guy's at home, and one guy has, I think, a better chin, and one guy is more proven in the UFC and fought way better competition. And one guy has, I think, hopefully taken he's taken over a year and a half off. He's lost weight. He's back in shape, I hope, and he's ready to go. Dude, at plus 235, you have to take a shot on Tai to win by knockout.
I agree.
Actually, you know what? You might as well just take him by knockout, because he's not going to win a decision. So you might as well just take him by knockout to get better odds, because he's not going to win a decision here. I think that this guy Teixeira has a chin problem too. He got knocked out pretty quick by Derek Lewis, but the fight with Archer Lopes, that fight in contender against that light heavyweight guy, he got caught a lot in that fight, Marcel. And the other thing is,
shots.
all the other fights he's had are in LFA and stuff, all first round wins. So I don't know about his conditioning either. This fight goes past the first round. Tai actually might have the better conditioning, believe it or not. So I'm taking Tai by knockout. I have to take him. So I'm glad we have the same pick. It's crazy.
I was surprised I'm taking Tai.
Shocked, but I'm glad, because we have a consensus dog. So I think he knocks him out. Blake, are you happy now, Blake? Are you happy now? There we go. We got your guy, Blake. The fact they're giving Tai this fight shows you. I agree. He shouldn't be in the UFC, but I think he wins this fight. Do you think Quillan could carry the torch for Australia? Maybe. He's good. He's really good. All right, let's go to the next fight here, guys. We have the feature fight between Rafael Fiziev and taking on Mauricio Hufi. Odds for this one: Hufi minus 130, Fiziev plus 110. I'll start on this one. I think it's a hard fight to call, honestly. I think this is a really tricky fight to call. Both guys I like both guys a lot. Obviously, Fiziev, I think, is a really good fighter, has been for a long time. Great striker. He had some wrestling too. Hufi, I know he's coming off the bad loss to Benoit Saint-Denis in the co-main event, but that was a grappling-based fight. Maybe Fiziev gets him down, maybe, but I don't think he submits him. I think this fight stays standing, and Hufi, I think, is really dangerous too. So I know it might not be the most popular pick here, but I'm leaning towards Hufi to potentially win by knockout here. I know that's crazy to say, but that's kind of the way he wins his fights. We have seen Fiziev get finished before, not very often, but it's happened. So I think it should be a fun fight, but I'll take Hufi here. What do you think, man?
Yeah, for some reason you got big dicks from Brazilian guys from fighting against you. I think he's a good fighter, don't get me wrong, man, but obviously I'm going with Fiziev here.
I know you were.
Fiziev is way more complete of a fighter than Hufi is. Hufi doesn't have a ground game. We've seen it before. We also saw it in the Magomedaliyah fight and the contender series fight where he was trailing, because of the ground game, and then Magomedaliyah was out of breath, and then he was able to finish him and get the win. I think Hufi is super fun to see, to watch, and there's definitely a possibility that he knocks out Fiziev, but overall Fiziev, much more complete fighter, in my opinion. I know Fiziev got stopped. Actually, Antoine says it here again with Smagomed Mustafayev in his debut. That was a knockout. I remember that. But again, I mean, Fiziev can also use his grappling. And I don't think Rufi is better than a Justin Gaethje, for example, where Fiziev had two very close fights with.
Yeah.
Fiziev all the way for me. I don't even have a doubt in my mind here.
Okay, well, we'll see how this goes. I think it's a great fight, though.
Yeah.
All the money's on Hoofy, as True saying. Yeah, it's close. Yeah, he did get knocked out by Magomed Mustafayev.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to that guy. He had a fight against, was it, who was he? He had a bad weight cut or something. Remember he missed weight or something? He was supposed to fight in Abu Dhabi. It was
no, that was Tuhugov, I think, not?
No, it was this guy, Magomed Mustafayev.
Okay,
Yeah,
I don't know. Okay.
But I'll check right now. But he was a good prospect. And,
yeah, he was.
Let me double check what happened.
Super hairy.
Yeah, for sure. Like me. That's probably why I liked him so much. He was supposed to fight Jamie Mullarkey and then replaced by okay, so he's supposed to, this is what happened.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I know what happened. Sorry. So what happened was he fought he was supposed to fight Ismagulov. Ismagulov missed weight. That's what happened. Then he had another fight against Jamie Mullarkey, and that fight got canceled. Then he had this guy Yamato Nishikawa got canceled, and then he got released. So and he hasn't fought in 6 years. So I don't know what happened to him. Good question. No idea. All right, next fight, co-main event: Dan Hooker against Benoit Sandy. And I'll be honest, I think this is a pretty straightforward fight to pick, man. Odds for this one -330 Benoit, +270 Dan. It's Benoit Sandy by submission. That's the way this fight goes. He takes him down, he submits him. Right? It's pretty clear cut. Right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't see any other option. That's why I said they can make Hooker against Pimblett, because I think Benoit will stand for a second with Hooker, but the moment Hooker really tags him, I don't think it even happens, but if he tags him, he takes him to the ground, he submits him. Benoit is light years ahead in the grappling game than Hooker is, and he has also pretty decent striking. Hooker is a little bit crazier, but yeah, Benoit for me. There is no doubt in my mind to not pick Benoit here.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think it's a pretty straightforward pick. Antoine thinks Dan could win the fight. I don't know. I mean, he's a good fighter. I just don't like the matchup for him.
Wow.
So, all right, let's go to the next fight. This is the main event. We have the UFC Featherweight Championship on the line between champion Alexander Volkanovski and Diego Lopes, the rematch.
Yeah.
Odds for this one, -145 Volkanovski, +125 Lopes. Last year this fight happened. I picked Volk. Marcel picked Lopes. I was right. Marcel was wrong. You know what's crazy, Marcel? Hit the button. Hit the button. I can't believe I'm doing it, but I'm switching my pick here this time around. Taking Lopes to win by knockout and win the belt. Yeah, I mean, I love Volkanovski. He's one of the best featherweights of all time. He's an amazing, amazing fighter. But I mean, it's another year. He gets the year older, same age as me. He's 37. You start to get old. I mean, I know how I've been feeling this last year. It hasn't been good. A lot different when you're a professional fighter, obviously. But I mean, Lopes he's in his prime. He's 31 years old. He's coming off that incredible win over John Silva, which I think aged really well, even after the Arnold Allen fight, especially. The first fight, Volk, he outpointed him, but he did get dropped. He got dropped in that fight. I think Lopes can actually catch him and put him up. Love Volk. I mean, if he wins the decision, it won't surprise me. But I think the value's on Diego Lopes here. I have to take Lopes. Go ahead.
Old man true. You talked about it, dude. We both picked Benoit Saint-Denis by submission. Yeah, I mean, the funny thing is, like, I'm pretty straightforward with my picks. You're a little bit of a bitch, then you go there, I'm just from Diego Lopes still.
Okay, so we have a consensus dog again. Let's go. We have 3 consensus dogs in this card. Let's fucking go, baby.
The thing is, I think Volk is still very good, but Diego Lopes felt how Volk felt in the first fight now, and he knows what he can expect from Volk. I think he gets better, Diego Lopes, with every fight. It was a competitive fight last time, but Volk clearly won. I don't think that was necessarily for an immediate rematch or whatever. I know Diego got in between a win over John Silva. But I think Diego wins, man. And I mean, for Volk, might be his last fight, and
I know.
Even with the win or a lose can both be. And listen, if he loses, no problem. I love Volk. I think everybody does. He's one of the most popular guys on the roster. Apparently we're dead for Blake, but you will never alive for me, Blake, so I don't care. I'm just kidding, dude. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm picking Diego, man, and I don't mind, to be really honest, who wins, because I really like both guys. So, but I think Diego wins, and I'm picking him by finish as well, by KO.
Yeah, what changed? It's just like another year, and here's the thing: he didn't fight either. He didn't fight again, which I guess is a good thing in a way because he didn't take more damage, but he didn't fight and get like Lopes got another fight and had arguably the fight of the year and had a crazy knockout. Yeah,
Blix has something really important there. What changed from now and the fifth round?
I literally just read that. That's what I'm talking to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's really important. The fifth round, he says, I don't think it goes to a fifth round this time.
That's a good point. That's fair.
Sure.
I think he knocks him out like the first couple rounds. I think he has to because if it does go to decision, he probably loses. Like again. And again, I get it. You guys pick Volk, totally fair. I mean, the guy's amazing, and if he wins, he probably wins the decision. And again, I picked him last year, and I was pretty sure about it, and he did win. But it's a different fight, and the UFC's they're praying that Lopes wins. By the way, Marcel,
yeah, for sure. By the way, Blake says Volk said he's not retiring after this fight. Man, I said I didn't grab the last cookie over here at home.
You're funny, man. All right, so that's it for the picks, guys. That was a lot of fun to do. All right, let's go to the recap here. Let me pull it up. Start at the beginning. We had we both took Batbayar. I took him by knockout. Marcel to set decision. Both took Sulangrangbo by knockout. Both took Nakamura by decision. Both took Don Marfan by decision, I think. Both took Yizha decision, I think, in that one as well.
I said stoppage, TKO.
Okay, you said TKO. I said decision. Okay. Both took Micallef decision. I took Torrez Finney as an underdog decision. Marcel took Malkoun by decision. I took Rowston by knockout. Marcel took an underdog Cody Brundage by knockout. Both took Billy Elekana by TKO. Both took Quillan Salkilld by TKO. Both took Tuivasa consensus underdog number 2 by TKO. The first one was Nakamura. I took Hoofy by knockout. Marcel took Fizzy by decision, I think you said, right? I think.
Yeah.
In that one? Yeah. So that's underdog Marcel. And then we both took Santini by submission. Both took Lopes by knockout. So not dog-wise, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. And Marcel has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have 5 and I have 4. I think there's gonna be a lot in this card. There was only was it 3 underdogs last week? I think you're gonna see 4 or 5 in this card.
Yeah, you finally picked a dog, man, because last week you was too big of a bitch.
I know, I hated doing that. I'm like, I'm not gonna get a perfect card because I couldn't, but I just couldn't. Like the only one I thought about were the ones that lost anyway. So or they won anyway. So I mean, it was. I mean, clearly I should have thought about the old man Keiichiro, but I couldn't do it. So, anyways, so that's it for
Alex Perez.
Yeah, I should have. UFC wants Lopes Silva. Do they really? Maybe they do. Maybe they will do it. Who knows? I mean, the fight was amazing. Hunter Campbell was front row, jumping up and down. But all right, guys, so that's it for the UFC 235 preview and 325. Excuse me. We'll be back next week.
Want to do some fight announcements or no?
Yeah, we could do it for a few minutes, sure.
Yeah, just like 5 minutes.
Yes, we'll do some fight announcements because you're a bitch, and because you're a bitch. But we'll do them.
I heard you, but you recognize bitches apparently. The biggest bitches recognizes the bitches. So
true. All right, let's share the screen here. Marcel's OnlyFans. We'll do a few minutes. We'll get the ones we didn't get. That here. We're back, and wait, where am I? There I am. Okay, let's go through these fights. Earl Medage taking on Jeff Neal, Houston. That's in a couple weeks. It's supposed to be, I think, Kevin Holland. Holland's hurt, right?
No, what I've heard is that they both offered the fight to Kevin Holland and Jeff Neal. Then Kevin Holland posted it already, but apparently was not accepted by Neal's side. I don't know why, what's the reason. And now they made Jeff Neal against Uros Medic and Holland is not on the card. So I have no idea what's happening. But yeah.
Yeah, so it's a fun fight. I mean, it's a spot for Uros to get in the rankings, and I think he deserves it. He's looked good.
I think what their plan is that that they want Uros to win here, so they can put him on a co-main event in Serbia later this year.
Yeah, that makes sense too. I can see that. All right, that's Dustin Jacoby taking Julius Walker. You kind of mentioned this earlier, but yeah, I mean, I don't have odds for this yet. They did have odds for this card come out today, but it's not this fight. But I think Dustin will be the favorite in this one. We have Andre Lima takes Dong Hun Choi. I'm surprised by this matchup. Are you?
Yeah, I mean, I was.
Weird.
When I got told, I broke this fight, by the way. When I got told about this fight, I was like, who again? And then I looked, it's like, oh yeah, this is a really good, pretty good guy from Road as well. So, it's a fun matchup, man. 2 undefeated guys, but kind of odd.
Yeah, a little strange. Rematch between Pierre Rodriguez and Sam Hughes. Do we need this rematch? Did we really need this fight? I don't know.
Not really, but yeah.
It is what it is. They're both in the same spot. Chris Curtis against Micallef Robot. He's dropping down. Curtis.
He fought against Griffin last time already.
Oh, that's right, against Max Griffin. Yeah, it wasn't a good fight. That's why I forgot. But yeah, I mean, I think Orba is going to be a pretty big favorite. I would imagine.
I think so too.
Although Curtis is, he's pulled off some upsets.
Never know. Yeah.
Phil Rowe taking this fight on short notice against JP Lebrisignani, filling in for Vanderford. Unfortunately, man, like I love Phil, but I don't know about this matchup either.
It's a difficult matchup for him, but it's a better matchup than the original one, I think.
Yeah, hopefully. Eric Silva against Francis Marshall. Anytime you say this guy, Eric Silva, I keep thinking about the old Eric Silva.
So,
go ahead.
Want me to tell you a crazy story for this fight? Sure. So, I saw this fight posted by Oban Guimaraes, I think, yes. So I saw this fight posted, and then I asked I asked Marshall's side first, and Marshall's side confirmed the fight to me. So then I put this fight on Concepts, and then I want to click it away, so to save it. But then I put publish. So it's like, fuck, I didn't even ask Silva's side. Now it's published. It's like, no, whatever, let it stay. Then Silva comes in my DMs. He's like, dude, I don't know about this fight. I was like, oh, are you kidding me? He's like, no, I really don't know. And my manager also don't know about this fight. So his manager actually was talking under this tweet, or under this Instagram from me. He's saying like, I'm the manager of Eric Silva. We didn't get offered this fight. I have no idea why this is posted. So, and then his manager followed me, and I DM'd this manager. I told what happened. And he's like, okay, yeah, it can happen, no problem. But we didn't get this fight offered. I was like, you probably get it offered soon because the other guy already said yes to the fight, or I got it confirmed by the other side. And then I think he contacted Sean Shelby about the fight, and they got it done a couple of hours later. So I said to Eric Silva and to his manager, like, do you want me to delete the fight? And they're like, no, let's keep it on because maybe we still can get the fight. It's like, okay, then we keep it on. And now it's official, thank God. So, I apologize for it, but it was really like a mistake from my side. But I didn't do it on purpose,
And to be clear, it's not the same Eric Silva. It's not the one. And the crazy thing is, the other guy's not that much older than this guy, which is funny.
Yeah, Eric Silva is with CK, right? This is just with the K.
Yeah,
that's the difference. Yeah.
Francis Marshall probably the favorite there. Chase Hooper against Les Gibson. I mean, Hooper's probably the favorite. I don't completely trust the guy, but it's a hometown. Actually, both guys are from Washington, right? So
yeah.
Or actually, no. Sorry. What am I talking about? Lance is from Vancouver or from British Columbia. So kind of hometown. He's not far. So Tommy McMillan against Manolo Zucchini. I saw. Was it? Yeah, I think Alzolino was talking about this not too long ago.
I saw. The funny thing was somebody posted this fight a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
And then I asked Zucchini's side, and they didn't have this fight offered yet at all.
Sure.
So I asked again a week later, and they're like, we haven't got this fight offered, Then this fight, actually, McMillan said it on his podcast that the fight was happening, and also Zucchini's side posted that the fight was happening. They are like, yeah, we got it offered 2 days ago, actually, while McMillan actually knew about it for 2 weeks already, which is crazy.
The Manolo guy, he fought Morgan Charrier, I think, and got knocked out, right? Was that the fight?
Yeah, McMillan fought that Mongolian guy in the contender series.
I think Tommy's going to be the favorite here. Also, I'm looking at the tattoo, so he's got Scarface, which is kind of cool. But this guy's got some tattoo that's right over his dick, Marcel.
Yeah.
Did you notice that?
Yeah, his dick can fly. Did you know?
Oh, God. All right, a couple other fights. This fight, Jailton Almeida against Rizan Kuniev. The odds came out. So I don't know if you saw the odds today. It opened at minus 550 Jailton, but the odds are way down. It's like minus 150 now. So I don't know why they opened Rizvan as like plus 400 underdog. It's not like that anymore because those odds I would have taken them in a heartbeat. But I think this fight's going to be terrible. Mike Kies against Carlton Harris. We talked about this one. So that's it. Yeah, so that was it.
Questions. Yeah.
Take a couple questions, guys. I do want to get out of here and get some. I haven't eaten yet. So, what's it like at BC? It's a really nice province. I'm on the other side right now. It's okay though. It's a really nice province. It's beautiful. I love it there. That's where James lives. It's English. Yeah, it's English.
You're missing.
Why are you looking there? I don't know. I was taking a look. I was seeing what the guy's packing. So he's got wings over his zucchini. There you go, Marcel.
You missed a lot of questions, by the way.
I will. I'll take them all.
Okay.
What other fights are in those drafts? Oh, he can't tell you. Maybe in a DM.
Yeah.
All right, a couple other questions. What happened to the guy Igor Severin? The guy that bit? I think he's still fighting in another promotion, right?
He's an Octagon, right?
Yeah, they signed him. You know what? Yeah, I think he does after this fight. I mean, they might just do him against Charles Johnson next because Charles is going to fight prospects. Dave was pretty good, busy. And can we get a hint on Miami? I don't think Marcel knows because I've been asking him. I actually don't think he knows.
I really don't know. I really don't.
Yeah. I know you've been asking around. No one's telling you. fighting for the title. So isn't Josh Parisian fighting for the belt, or he's fighting number one contender, former UFC guy?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I saw James did a thing. Anyways, anything else you want to say really quick?
Yeah, what do you want me to say? Igor's brother is also signed by Octagon, by the way. So, yeah, it's good. Marcel, can we get an impression of Maynard devastated that Brando Perisic is not on the card?
Yeah, last thing we're going to do before you go here. Go ahead. Yeah.
So, Dana, I was wondering, like, we have so many CKB fighters on the card. Why don't we have Brando Perisic on? Yeah, dude, we already had a lot of fights on, and I picked Brando Perisic to fight Louis Sutherland in London. So we had to have a fight for Louis Sutherland in London, and that's why we do against Brando Perisic. But Dana, I would have loved to see Brando Perisic on the Sydney card. But couldn't you put Louis Sutherland on the Sydney card as well? Yeah, I'm sorry, Mick, but sometimes you have to make these tough choices. And we know it's a fucking banger for the London card, so we put Brando Perisic there. We know it's going to be a knockout either way. And we think Sutherland can do great in the card as well against Brando Perisic. Okay, Dana, but can I say I'm really disappointed that I don't have my Anzac heavyweight on this card. There you go.
Oh, man, you're funny. Last question, Ranto. Any updates on Rico Verhoeven?
I don't know anything. I also don't have any contact in the Verhoeven camp. Verhoeven is really like kickboxing minded always, and I'm really into the MMA kind of thing. So I never really had somebody in Enrico's camp, to be really honest.
Fair enough. All right. I think that's good, guys. We're going to get out of here. Appreciate everyone who joined us today. A lot of fun. We'll be back next Sunday. We're going to do the regular Sunday show, 7:30. Marcel will be there. Have a great weekend. Great week, everyone. Enjoy the rest of the week and enjoy the card.